you give our viewers maybe a little sticking exercise or a little warm-up or something that you like to play around with and tell them what you're going to do?
I think as far as warm-up goes, I think you can use any sticking, really. I think the most important thing about a warm-up routine is that you do it to warm up. You know, like a lot of people like mistaking it for like speed drills or anything. So you have to give your hands a chance to loosen up, you know, get like the blood flowing. And so usually I do something like relatively slow or like medium tempo, and just let the stick do the work. It could be anything, like, you know, maybe a double stroke or,
Okay.
you know, like
So,
that.
okay, cool. Now, keep that going. Now, while we're doing that, okay, but you're going to be really good at this because, you know, with your magic, this is going to work easily. I'm going to ask you some questions and you're not going to stop.
Right.
Okay, so here we go. You're stranded on a desert island and you've got your drum kit, and you've got your cymbals, you've got your amenities, okay, but you can take one luxury item. What will that luxury item be?
Okay, I'm on a desert stranded island and I need one luxury item.
One luxury item that you want to take with you.
I mean, the cymbals is a luxury
You've got your cymbals.
item.
You've got your drums, you've got your cymbals.
Okay. On top of it, it's a good question. What would be a luxury item? It's not, okay, so you know, it's not like a lighter or anything.
A lighter.
A lighter.
Wow. Okay, cool. All right. You can have one drum book. What drum book would it be?
It doesn't matter really, you know. I mean, maybe the one with like the most pages inside, so I can, you know, just distract me in doing some origami stuff. You know,
Okay.
I wouldn't run out. I never use drum books.
I
To
know.
be honest.
So here,
with you.
I'll give you another question.
Yeah.
Now. You can take one book.
Yeah.
One book that you may want to read. What would
Yeah.
it be?
Once again, if I was stranded on a desert island, I would probably take the book with the most paper, because I will have to make fire with the lighter when it gets dark.
Oh, God. I knew this was going to be a fun one. Okay. One piece of music, album, or however you, but only one. It's going to last you a long time. What would it be?
God. I don't know. Maybe some Bach.
Okay.
You know, if it was one thing that I would have to listen to the rest of my life, probably would be the least hellish experience of it being repetition. I think, you know, anything that you really love, if it's the only thing that you have left, you know, and you have to listen to it over and over again, I think Bach will be actually the most lenient to, you know.
Okay, now it's a long haul flight. You can sit next to any drummer, dead or alive, to ask and to keep you company. Who would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I think Chick Webb.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Why Chick Webb? Everyone that's watching this, you need to know about Chick Webb.
Well, because Chick Webb, you know, was a figure that, you know, was, okay, you have recordings and you have, but this guy was so important as a fulcrum in the development of anything that came after him. You know, without Chick Webb, there wouldn't be no Buddy Rich, you know, none of that would have not happened. So he was a fulcrum, but yet he lived in a time that was so early that, you know, that it's like, I think he would give some explanation to like what I would consider to be a missing link in the biography and the understanding of this instrument. And music in general, I would say, yeah.
Cool. Now, anybody that knows about Jojo knows that Jojo started very, very young. So this question is going to be maybe a little bit strange because he'd had a career by this stage. What advice would you give a 15-year-old Jojo Mayer?
15, okay. Wow, okay. You probably I would have said, well, just keep on doing what you do. You know, like you know, you're gonna face some obstacles, and when you face those obstacles, don't despair, because they're gonna be blessings in disguise.
Cool.
You know, like of course I say, hey, you know, be less cocky, or you know, be a little bit, you know, talk less and listen more, or whatever, you know, some of those things. But I think, you know, the main thing would be just like encouragement, and say, hey, you know, you're gonna face some dark stuff, you know, and when that happens, you know, then understand that this is happening to everybody, especially the guys you look up to, like, you know, whatever, my heroes at the time, Tony Williams and stuff like that, you know? And then those things might be an opportunity to learn something, you know, and take advantage of those opportunities, and don't try to run away from it, you know, like it's something like makes you fall, you know, then understand that. And if you have understood it, you know, it will strengthen you, and you know, you'll be less scared of falling next time around.
Okay, do you stretch before you play, perform?
No.
Okay. One song that you wished you'd play drums on?
Well, I'm pretty happy with the songs I played.
Brilliant. I knew it was coming. I can answer your questions. Cocktail or beer?
What?
Cocktail or beer?
That depends, you know. I mean, sometimes like when it's really, really hot, you know, at the beach, you know, there's nothing better than like a cold beer. But I like a good cocktail.
Okay, so this is the final question. What advice would you give now to young people, or anything coming into the music industry?
Okay. That's a good one. This could be one of those books that
I know. Keep it short.
that I need on the desert island. Look, I think is, you know, first of all, don't take anything for granted in this business. You know, like appreciate anything that you get. You know, it's a privilege to be able to have an audience that is interested in what you do. You know, don't take it for granted. And I think you know, position yourself to greatness. You know, it's never good if you're the smartest guy in the room. You know, like seek out an environment that makes you grow, and avoid an environment that pushes you down and pulls you back for some stupid reason. I think, well, I could definitely unpack on this, you know, as with the changes of the music business. I think one thing which is very important is also, you know, don't play to the gallery. It's a very deceptive sense of security that you're going to get, you know, trying to please some expectations of like an audience, but really develop an artistic point of view and fight for it, you know. And that artistic point of view should be attached to who you are and be authentic, you know. Don't try to become someone else, you know, like be yourself, you know, even if it's not on the gargantuan level, you know. It's actually better to be original on scale 3 than be an imitator on scale 10, I think.
Brilliant. Jojo Mayer, you may now leave the building. Thank you very much.
Well, what am I going to do with those sticks?
You can stop now.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. Okay.